The new wave of professional wrestling. Capital Wrestling.
Oh, Mr. Turgenian, I had no idea being head of talent development was going to be so difficult. I mean, this kind of spectacle can't happen. People are going to think we're some outlaw dog and pony show. Rock Dog just got carted away. What are we going to do?
All right, relax. All right, look, obviously I'm not thrilled about that. I mean, it doesn't look good for our image. I'm already dealing with the other shenanigans going on with the staples and whatnot. But listen, maybe the best thing for them is to be in jail. It'll, cool them down a little bit because they've been running around here going roughshod. But don't worry about that because I always have something else burning on the fire. You know that.
Of course.
Okay, I got something that's really going to solidify our credibility in the sports and wrestling world. You've heard of Busted Open?
On Sirius Satellite Radio?
Yeah, with Dave LaGreca, Mark Henry, Bully Ray, the two Hall of Famers.
Yeah, of course. Every day. It's my favorite show.
Well, I happen to have someone from that show here tonight, and it's going to be exciting. Actually, right, Dave, come on over, Dave.
Where are you?
How you doing?
Good to see you, man. Thank you so much. Champagne, strawberries. You really rolled out the red carpet.
Only the best for you. Everybody treating you right? Everybody's
Everybody's
If
been
you need
fantastic.
anything, you come to me. I'm so happy that you're here. Isn't this good? This is Dave LaGreca.
Oh, wow, it's so nice to meet you, sir. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence.
Okay, all right. Let go.
Pleasure's all mine.
Hey, I had a fabulous idea. Since you're already here, right? How about you announce the main event tonight? Wouldn't that be something?
It would be an honor. I would love that. I love Capital Wrestling.
Oh, Mr. Turgenian, your brilliance never ceases to amaze me.
It doesn't cease to amaze me either. That's the insane part. Hey, you know what? Dave, let me show you to your private dressing room, man.
Appreciate
We've got
it.
so many great things going on over here.
Wow. You let me down. I kind of mistreated you.
Dave's in the right.
My fault. So, listen. We're going to use this match as my way to say, Dave, I'm sorry.
Ron Starr apologizing.
Yeah.
Dave Reed, there has been some tension recently between the two. These men, an extensive history here in the Capitol.
Seems like we got a referee, so send out the Dark Match Express.
Oh, the Dark Match Express. I've heard a lot of great things about these guys.
How do you not know?
What are you talking about? I know everything. These guys are great.
This is another example
Example of what?
your inept leadership.
Inept. We're thriving. I mean, what are you talking about? Inept leadership. We're on in England. We're on in Zimbabwe. We're on the Fight Network here in America. Inept. I think we're doing better than we've ever done before. Listen, sometimes you have to take hands-on initiative, and that's what I did to ensure that
JJ and Boom here.
the Dark Match Express.
Don't call them that.
Well, that's the name. That's their tag team name, according to Ron Starr. I mean, they don't even have theme music. They are the Dark Match Express. And normally these guys have, they've been here on Capitol. You haven't seen them on TV because unfortunately they've been part of the dark matches. Those take place before we do our TV tapings for some of the young up-and-comers to get a start, to get a look at them.
And Ron Starr starting this off, trying to prove to Dave Reed he's sorry over the past few weeks. Miscommunications and frustrations by both men here.
And right now, Ron Starr and Dave Reed, trying to work together. Hey, listen, sometimes there's a bump in the road. Brothers fight. And maybe this is one of those things they need together. A tag match could be just what they need,
You said it, practically family, these two men.
I mean,
The relationship certainly strained. Tag made.
and you can see.
Oh, but Ron Starr kicking the middle rope as he gets in, low blowing.
Well, that's I guess the referee doesn't deem it disqualification. Maybe he didn't see it completely. It could have been
this match
accidental.
can't be sponsored by Lens Crafters for sure.
Well, listen, the last time we saw the Dark Match Express, Machete Killer was tearing them apart before Ronnie Burton and Hot Dog
Looking for a double suplex.
showed up, and Ronnie Burton was escorted out in handcuffs for violating the restraining order.
Dave Reed, though, reluctant there at the tactics of Ron Starr here.
Well, listen, I mean, this is what you get. Ron Starr wants to win, and Dave Reed has to ask himself if he wants that as well.
Dave Reed.
What's going on here, maybe? I guess
You know what that music means.
We're in for it now.
I got 6 consequences, 1 chance, and 7 ounces get to the top. My circle of haters watching.
It's DeJuan O'Neal.
DeJuan O'Neal out here. Second to none.
And I guess he's coming out to get a closer look at this match, or oh, what's this? I guess DeJuan O'Neal kind of
We're in the middle of a matchup here, but DeJuan O'Neal cutting a swath of destruction through Capitol Wrestling, arriving when he wants to.
Well, I guess he wants to. DeJuan O'Neal wants a fight.
Begging for a fight is DeJuan O'Neal, and any man who has stepped in front of him has been laid to waste. Now eyeing the, as you call them, the Dark Match Express.
And Dave Reed.
And Dave Reed tagging in Ron Starr,
Smart thing and getting out of town.
saying if you really want to prove that you're sorry,
Ron Starr furious about this.
he may have a smile on his face, but you know deep down he is not. He is dreading stepping in the ring with DeJuan O'Neal. Gets him up, spine buster.
And geez, here now, I mean, that is not what you expect when you get into this match. I mean, he was expecting to take on the Dark Match Express, and DeJuan O'Neal's certainly not part of the Dark Match Express.
And the fans saying free lunch because he's about to eat.
Oh, that fist.
We've seen it many times before, connecting firm on Ron Starr. I'm not even sure Ron Starr is conscious right now, barely to getting to his feet. I don't even think he knows where he is.
Well, if he wasn't, he is now.
And DeJuan O'Neal doesn't seem to be done here. Stacking him up like cordwood. And covering him. 1. You can count to 2 million. It doesn't matter. And once again, a dominant performance from out of nowhere is DeJuan O'Neal. Second to none.
This is gonna keep happening until I get some competition out here. I'm sick of open challenges. Mr. Second to none.
DeJuan O'Neal cutting a swath. And the Capitol faithful feeling the effects.
And these people cheering for DeJuan O'Neal because they like violence and insanity.
Violence and insanity. He came out here spoiling for a fight, and he got one. Ron Starr perhaps biting a little bit off, more than he could chew. But what about Dave Reed leaving Ron Starr to fend for himself against DeJuan O'Neal?
Thing to do. I agree with you, Stephen. Just a cowardly thing to do to just turn
I
his
didn't
back.
say a cowardly thing to do. After all the things that Ron Starr has put Dave Reed into, this just might be his comeuppance.
See, I'm a man of opportunity. I came to Capitol Wrestling because I saw an opportunity. With the powers that I have, right here, you see, I surround myself with guys on my level. This guy right here, he doesn't need an introduction, but he'll give you one anyway.
So they say they want a revolution. My name is H.C. Loke, and I have been in this industry for 24 years. They say maybe I got one good run left in me. That run could be 3 days, 3 years. They're gonna have to drag me out of that ring. Because I've known Jimmy Rave for 16 years. I've known Corey Castle since he's a little kid just breaking into this business. Now these young men back here, if these boys vouch for them, then I know one thing. They're just like us.
The sanctuary is dead. Long live the rising suns.
Mr. Entertainment, the owner of Capital Wrestling, Harry Turjanian here, and people ask me all the time, how do you do it week after week? How do you carry the dead weight of someone like Stephen James at the broadcast table? Well, I tell you, it's not easy. Sometimes I feel the aches. I feel it in my muscles and my joints. Well, you know what I do? I use Infinite CBD because Infinite CBD offers the cleanest, healthiest, and purest form of CBD available. Use promo code CAP15 for a 15% discount on any purchase. That's right, 15. That is the mental age of Stephen James, so don't you forget it. It's easy. CAP15. Hey, I didn't know you were standing there.
Carrying me.
You know, I mean, it's...
At least I know Chuck Payne's name.
Infinite CBD.
Are you in need of a lawyer who will fight for you? Well, EDA Law will go off the top rope for you and your needs. Pro wrestling veteran Eric Anderson has brought his no-nonsense approach from the ring to the courtroom. The New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer and his team focuses on business law, criminal defense, and representing members of the pro wrestling industry. For more information, head on over to edalaw.com. That's edalaw.com. EDA Law, for those in the law who wrestled, know how to wrestle the law.
This week's edition of Capital Wrestling Television is brought to you by the home of the Capital Wrestling Podcast, the El Toro Podcast Network. Whether it's Capital Wrestling, the world of professional wrestling, or the world of informational technology, El Toro's Podcast has you covered. Follow them on Twitter at El Toro's Podcast, or subscribe right now on Google Podcast, SoundCloud, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher Radio, Podbay FM, or on Apple Podcast.
It's time for the fabulous finish of the week, sponsored by To Be the Man. Dubs and cover 2, 3 count. We have it. The next round of the tournament is settled as Deranged, KC Navarro, Jordan Oliver,
And
Monty will face off for the distinction of being the first ever Capital Wrestling Freestyle Champion. That was the fabulous finish, sponsored by To Be the Man, available on Amazon.com.
Introducing first, the challenger from New York City. Your challenger, Anthony Gangone.
And Anthony Gangone, the one above all. An opportunity he asked for, and he's going to receive it tonight. Finally, he gets to challenge Matt Macintosh for the Capital Wrestling Championship. And listen, showing him that I'm not a bad guy. I respect opportunity, you know.
Not a bad guy.
I'm a fair,
Are you kidding me?
Listen, you know, if I had it my way, I shouldn't give him anything. Let's be honest. I mean, if I really was a hardcore, you know, a mean-hearted bastard, I would say, hey, the hell with you, because what he did was terrible, let's be honest. But I want to show him that I'm not partial, I'm not biased, okay? I respect talent. Anthony Gangone has talent, and he has earned a chance to have a championship match with what he's done here in Capital Wrestling. So despite how he might feel about me, I still allowed him to have this opportunity, just to show that I'm fair, Steven, that I'm a fair guy.
Anthony Gangone in the ring here.
Now, your Capital Wrestling champion from Rotten Orchard, the Bad Apple, Matt Macintosh.
Applesauce, bitch.
And here he comes. You know that music, as you heard from Dave LaGreca of Busted Open. It's the Bad Apple, Matt Macintosh.
The reigning, defending Capital Wrestling champion. A man who's worked hard and strived to be the man here at Capital Wrestling. And let's be honest, one of the reasons that Anthony Gangone is getting this opportunity is because Matt Macintosh is a fighting champion. And he felt that Anthony Gangone deserved an opportunity after everything he's done here in Capital Wrestling. Listen, when two competitors want to go at it like this, who am I to stop them? Even if I do have personal issues with one of them.
You need to get over yourself.
I did get over myself. I'm allowing this match to happen.
Why are you talking about, well, can we just enjoy this match that's about to happen for the Capital Wrestling Championship? You didn't put anything aside. Both of these men earned it. Matt Macintosh by way of being Capital Wrestling Champion, and Anthony Gangone by being one of the most dynamic and gifted performers in the history of this company. You have nothing to do with it.
You're not the one who's getting yelled at on social media by people saying, hey, you're a jerk, you're unfair, you're not doing the right thing. It's not right.
Oh, so you've got my emails.
I blocked your emails, but I still get the telegrams. Who sends telegrams, by the way? Let's focus on this match here. Anthony Gangone offering a handshake, some sportsmanship.
Both of these men no strangers to each other. Anthony Gangone getting the best of Macintosh in their first match in singles competition, but that was before Matt Macintosh climbed to the top of the orchard, to the top of that tree, to become champion.
Both of them were undefeated. Hold on, push to the ropes here. The referee ordering a rope break.
It's way too slippery.
Matt Macintosh complaining a little bit that Gangone did maybe some mind games there. You got to understand, also the two of these were both unable to defeat Mike Law. He still has a title shot, by the way, for the Capital Championship.
Still has a title shot waiting in the wings. You got to wonder when the colossal Mike Law will get that opportunity to have that title shot. But right now, the title shot is Anthony Gangone's. Anthony Gangone torquing those fingers back.
Listen,
Macintosh smartly going to the outside, forcing the break.
Anthony Gangone, he's been here with Capital through the beginning, through our birth as a company, and these two are the cornerstones of Capital Wrestling. A lot of people would say, and I don't disagree with them to a certain extent. I mean, Matt Macintosh is a champion. Gangone has done so much here. And these two are sort of warming up with each other, sort of testing each other out. A little bit of chain wrestling here, seeing who can take the advantage. And right now, Gangone. But then here comes Matt Macintosh.
Slipping out is Macintosh. But wrenching down at that arm. We already know that the other shoulder injured at the Colossal confrontation that Anthony Gangone has been nursing back to health this whole time. Now, Matt Macintosh looking to damage the other shoulder.
Matt Macintosh is all about competition, but he's no idiot. Let's be honest. If you show up in the ring where
side headlock takeover there,
kinesio tape or shoulder wraps, you're asking to have that targeted. But Anthony Gangone
rolling through, locking it in, trying to get the armbar, but hasn't gotten the full extension, which allowed Macintosh to escape. Got that bridge locked underneath, torquing that neck back. Also the shoulder pulling. Cover one, rolled out. Drop toe hold takedown. Holds onto it with a bridge and back.
And a little bit of a submission move, just torquing the neck of Matt Macintosh.
A taste of his own medicine. Both men not having an advantage thus far. Back and forth we go. As Matt Macintosh tries to power out. And look at him getting to his feet, releasing that tension, but Gangone still holding on. Finally, Macintosh able to get some separation. Standing drop kick. And the champ gaining the first advantage here of the match. Can he continue to build this momentum?
Now you talk about styles making fights here, and this is a style that's interesting because both of these their expert background is grappling. That's where they shine the most. They're both capable of doing some high-flying stuff, some brawling when it comes to it. But
But brawling aside, look at the flying through the middle rope. Driving that shoulder cover. 1, 2 count.
And the momentum that he builds up, it's not just shoulder tackling, using the ropes to torpedo himself into Matt Macintosh.
Shot out of that cannon for sure. Gangone gearing up. Runs right into the foot, but catches it. Locking it. Oh, driving the knee down.
And it's going to be hard for him to get an apple slicer on Gangone with a knee damage like that.
The way the heel struck the mat not only damages that, it drives it into the shin, all that reverberation through to the knee.
He could also jam the ankle as well. Obviously, he's grabbing the knee, but Gangone should capitalize on this, and I think he's thinking about what to do next here.
Anthony Gangone, a tactician in his own right, going right back
smartly
to that leg.
I got to admit, I may not get along with the guy personally, but I'll admit he's a smart competitor, for sure.
And a smart competitor because he doesn't like you.
You don't have to. Come on.
Well, neither of you are invited to my Christmas party. How about that? Doesn't matter. Gangone right now
It's
on his
March.
way to. I sent out invitations early.
Gangone.
I'm talking about 2021. Gangone on his way, trying to take advantage, but kind of just toying a little bit with Matt Macintosh, a little bit of a psychological game. Macintosh is kind of known as a guy who, he's the one usually delivering those psychological tactics, but Gangone showing a vicious streak, almost like he has to up his level to match Matt Macintosh.
Well, when you get into the championship picture, this is the elite of Capital Wrestling. This is the man. So when you go against the man, it's time to elevate. As you said, Gangone having to break the hold now.
And Matt Macintosh, the champion, in big trouble here. Gangone continuing to take advantage of that leg. Oh!
Good side.
And Gangone commandeering that deputy's hat. Doing a little dance here. And now Matt Macintosh, the champion, finding himself in tremendous trouble.
Come on.
Gangone, again, continuing to attack Matt Macintosh, but, he's going at a very slow pace, and he's very deliberate with it.
And neither one of these men really being able to fisherman suplex there, hooking the leg. I was going to say neither one of them had been able to get any momentum built, but once Gangone targeted that leg, it's been all Gangone since then.
Oh, now the hand. And again, this is a vicious side we haven't seen from Gangone.
Both of these men, no strangers to taking these matchups longer and longer and longer. Both of these men conditioned athletes. Both of these men fighting for the Capital Wrestling Championship.
Well, that's what it takes. You have to take it to another level. We've seen competitors do crazy things here to win that championship. Sometimes they pay off, sometimes they don't, but
both of these men having multiple Match of the Year candidates in 2018 looking to do the same.
Well, what you don't want is you don't want to have regret. You don't want to wonder, what if I did attack the knee? What if I did attack his hand?
That's one thing you can say that neither one of these men will do. They will not leave anything behind here. Tonight, we will have a victor.
Oh, tackling the leg.
Macintosh tried to block it, and he did. Oh! Double stomp to the back of the neck, but look at him holding that leg again. The force doing as much damage perhaps to himself as his opponent.
Well, the good thing for Matt Macintosh, he was able to take Gangone down, but unfortunately he's still favoring that knee, favoring the leg. He can't even do anything to capitalize on this momentum. And Gangone trying to get to his feet. Both of these guys trying to get to their feet. Will it be enough for Gangone to come out on top here? Both getting up to the count. Some forearms from Matt Macintosh. Another European uppercut. And doing the best he can on one leg.
And Macintosh and Gangone putting on an absolute clinic here. impact you could hear all the way in Saskatoon. Rolled through, hanging on, able to precariously stand on that leg. Driving him down, cover, that could be it. 1, 2, 2 count only.
And you got to wonder if he had a 100% healed leg, would he have been able to been leaning on Anthony Gangone a little bit more to get more leverage on that cover?
This perhaps the opportunity the champ needs here to build some momentum. But Gangone to his feet first, as you can see the effects of the injured leg of Macintosh. Running into the boot of Gangone is Macintosh.
Gangone for something innovative here. Oh no.
Tried to double under out there. Back body drop.
Desperation from Matt Macintosh, trying to do anything to avoid losing this championship.
But you can see the frustration on his face as he can still no longer put full weight on it. The full weight on the leg affecting a guy like Matt Macintosh. Catches him.
Welcome to the orchard.
Driving him down. Face first, cover. 1, 2, 2 count again. And both of these men unwilling to give up, unwilling to yield to a 3 count.
Matt Macintosh somehow to his feet first, but again, hobbling, not 100% here. Trying to do something to finish off Gangone.
Went for the double stomp.
But missed.
Just barely missed. Gangone able to get out of the way. Chops. Keeping the momentum going. Like a shark circling around, but ducked. Did Macintosh. Telling the referee to hold the leg. Neck breaker. Using the referee to his advantage. Referee Stefan Smith, the president of Capital Wrestling, put in this matchup by Zach Amico. Cover. 1, 2, 2 count
so
only.
Close.
So close.
The frustration on Gangone, just burying his face in the mat, not knowing what to do. And 2 of these competitors down. Gangone looking at the ref, asking if that was 3, but obviously it wasn't. And Gangone again, first to his feet, but he's always first to his feet, but what can he do? Hobbled on one leg.
Right to the back of the neck goes Gangone, getting him up on his shoulders.
Oh, landing on that knee again.
Referee Stefan Smith checking on Matt Macintosh.
Matt Macintosh wanting to continue.
This championship matchup already well on its way to being a classic here. We hope you're enjoying it here on Capital Wrestling.
And again, these two just trying to figure out what they can do next, because so far it's just been Anthony Gangone trying to put him away. Had a lucky break with the knee injury there, hurting the knee, but Macintosh will not stay down. This tree will not go down. Going for the apple slicer.
Springboard with the apple slicer, but nails him. Packaging him up. Oh, drops him down. Cover. This has got to be it. The championship on the line. 2 count only, as Matt Macintosh unwilling to yield his championship. Let's hear it for both of these men.
This is a fine matchup. Again, no matter what personal issues I might have with Anthony Gangone, I have to admire what he's doing here tonight. Whether he wins or not, he should not be ashamed tonight. Neither of these competitors. This is incredible. An incredible show of resilience, of refusal to quit. And Gangone first to his feet, well, almost to his feet here.
Both of these men spent.
Not just physically, emotionally, mentally. You can see Gangone just kind of confused. What can I do to put away Matt Macintosh?
Chop directly to the solar plexus.
Oh, if you want to take down a tree, what do? You chop it down.
Piece by piece, Gangone goes.
And here we go again. Oh, another vicious chop by Gangone. And again. kind of a change in strategy. He'd been attacking the knee for the majority of this match. I don't know, out of frustration or just a change in strategy, just choosing to start duking it out with him.
Gangone wearing Matt Macintosh down piece by piece.
And Matt Macintosh wanting to continue. Gangone, and I must admit, kind of smart. Let the ref ask him if he wants to continue. Unfortunately, Matt Macintosh, there's no quitting him. For Gangone, anyway, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, let your personal issues, whatever they may be between the two of you, not color this match.
Look, I said I'm not biased. If I had a problem with Anthony, I wouldn't have made this match in the first place.
And what a match it's been thus far.
And another smart move, maybe something a little high risk. Something
going for it. Both men teetering. Both men teetering, looking to get him up. Can he do it? Superplex! Rolls through, went to hang on though. Oh, and Gangone, his throat caught on that middle rope. Almost out of instinct, Macintosh shoving Gangone off.
And just unfortunate for Gangone to get caught in the middle rope like that. And,
Referee Stefan Smith.
Gangone wanting to go on, checking with Matt Macintosh. Can he go on? But of course, I think at this point, Macintosh is going to say yes. He's gone this far.
The president of Capital Wrestling, Stefan Smith, here as our special guest referee.
Well, I applaud Zach Amico for appointing him the special guest referee because we wanted to make sure there was, this is a Capital Wrestling Championship match. We want to make sure this is called right down the middle. And who better than the president of Capital Wrestling, Stefan Smith. Wow, ooh. The two of them on their knees. That's not going to stop them from duking it out here.
But you can see both men. Where are they finding the energy? These two warriors, shot for shot. No inch given, no quarter asked for, none received. Gearing up. Driving that forearm into the chin. One good turn deserves the other. But again, Macintosh caught with that kick. Catching Gangone.
What's he going for here? Tangle up in the rope, but going for an apple slicer.
Apple slicer caught him from the outside in.
From across the ring.
That's got to be it. Gangone's in the middle of the ring. Cover him. Referee position 1, 2. 2 count only. Gangone kicking out.
Oh, what's he going for here?
Locking in that submission.
I think I dropped my pen.
Dropped your pen? Where are you going? Calling for the bell? What are you doing? Ringing the bell? What's going on here?
Right there. It's right there. Right there. It's in the corner.
Applesauce.
And,
what happened? Harry, what was that?
What? He called for the bell. That's right.
What
congratulations.
Congratulations. What are you talking about?
Applesauce.
Gangone didn't tap. Are you kidding me? Anthony Gangone just got screwed, and look at the smile on his face. Look at the smile on Harry Turjanian's face. It was a plan all the time, the whole time. And Anthony Gangone, both of these men. Harry Turjanian, where is he going now?
I warned you, Anthony. I warned you not to mess with me. I warned you that bad things would happen, but you had to push too far.
This is BS! Oh, so you rang the bell?
No, the referee called for the bell. It's perfectly legit and legal.
Oh, he's full of
I
it.
didn't see that. I'm sorry.
He's
but
full of it.
Maybe you'll get another match. Maybe a year from now. Whoa.
Get him, Anthony. Harry Turjanian having to get out of town here. We just saw a travesty committed here on Capital Wrestling Television with Harry Turjanian.
Guys, give it up, Matt Macintosh.
You gotta be kidding me.